box up. Okay, let's get situated here. I never know where to put the camera because, like I said a million times, when you hit the start, like when you go live, the screen that you see is not the one that pops up, which does not make sense. It should be the same screen, but oh well. Minor inconvenience. I hope everyone is having a good morning or evening wherever you're watching from. It is 8 in the morning here on the dot. So yeah. I hope my lights are okay. And it's odd too, when I play back my videos, I don't look the same when I play them back as when I do in the video here. Like it either zooms out or in. It's one or the other. I don't know. But yeah, I am just having, I would say a slow morning, but not really. I've just been getting ready and stuff. Got up, washed my hair, made coffee, all that fun stuff. And I think I actually slept more than like 2 hours last night, which is good. So I don't know. I'll just leave things, don't touch things. Hey, how are you? Independent Chad. You have the longest name on here. How was your night last night? Did you have a good evening? Or if you're in Australia, how was your day? Because it's night for you then. Just wait for everyone to get here. So, what happened with this guy at work? Do you mean like a competition or literally? I'm scared. What's happening? If I move this back, maybe that's better. It's not so in my face. Sorry, everyone probably was going wobbly there. Okay. So you're having a competition with him? Competition. Who's in the lead? Who is in the lead? What are you guys competing for? And good morning, everyone else. I'm intrigued in this said cut. Oh, you're competing for the job. Is it for a company you already work for? Is it like a different department, or are you applying for the job? Where's my eye? Oh, the fan's on. Oh no, my eyes seem to be allergic to something now, and I do not know what. We're going through like all my makeup because we're like, what is making my eyes runny? And like I keep process of elimination, and I keep going through and trying to like figure out, is it this? Is it this? I think anything if it goes near my eye now is sensitive, so I don't know what's going on. But it also started happening after I wore lashes, so I don't know if I screwed up my eyes with the glue or something. So I don't know. If it looks like I'm crying, that's why. A different department, nice. I hope you get it. I hope you get the job. And thank you for the thumbs up. Sounds intense, but you'll do good. How long have you worked at that place for? Don't scheme with evil plans, just be the better worker. Scheming with evil plans? That sounds like something cats would do. It's like when I look at my cats and like I can see there's like mischief in their eyes. I'm like, what scheme you got going on? Like, what are you guys up to? Evil plans. It is because makeup, but I don't know what makeup because my eyes never used to do this. Never used to do this. And then only once I was on live, and I don't know what is different. It's the same like stuff, it's the same makeup. There was one new thing, but I think my eyes are just like all sensitive now. But yeah. But I'm the type of person who I don't feel put together if I'm not wearing makeup. Like, you know how some people they'll wear a hat and they have to wear a hat. Hey, how are you, Amit? You know, some people, I'm good, thank you. And you? Some people like have to wear a hat. Some people like, I don't know, do whatever. For me, it's like I wear makeup and then I feel like I'm ready for the day. Aw. Did you have a good day today? I hope so. An independent chat, did you mean you've been at the company for a week? You like natural. Yeah. I like wearing makeup. I just don't like wearing like a lot of it, but like I like putting some on just because it feels like I'm ready. Like it just is part of my day. I don't always wear it. Goodness, I don't always wear it. If you lived in my town, you'd probably see me running around with no makeup. Occasionally. Aw, thank you. And I believe you have to win. You're set on winning the position. I do use makeup. I use makeup. I like it. It's just one of those things I do during my day. But I try not to use too much of it because like I'm still like I don't know what I'm doing. I just put colors places. I'll be like, I think this looks good here. I am not one of those girls. Some of the girls have YouTube videos where they're putting makeup on, and whoa, the stuff they can do with makeup. I'm like, if I knew how to contour, I would. I'd be like glamming it up, but I don't have like, I don't know how they do it. Makeup industry needs it. You remember my name? Yeah, same. Like, I'm to the point where I was camping and I was at a cottage and went fishing with friends, and the one was like, "Oh, it's nice that you put on your lipstick to go fishing." I'm like, "Yeah? Why wouldn't I?" Like, to me, if I go camping or if I'm fishing, I'll still have makeup on, especially if people are around. It's just, it's weird, but I do. Like, I will go out and we'll go camping and I'll have like my nails on, my makeup on, but I'll be fishing or hiking or doing stuff. It's just how I roll. Aw. I hope your day was well. And I'm really interested in independent chat schemes, but I hope you get the job. Either way. I was at a coffee shop yesterday. My daughter treated me to Starbucks. So we don't usually go to Starbucks, but it was in the bookstore. And I realized after, but like they ask you on the thing when you pay for a tip and everything, which is normal, but like they just hand you your coffee like black and you have to go and put cream and sugar in it yourself. So it's like, what exactly are you asking for the tip for? I had to assemble it myself. I don't understand. The tipping here has gone crazy. Like everything is a tip now. It's like, no. My day is just starting. It's 8. So I'm just waking up and drinking my coffee, getting ready for the day. I have one. I have one daughter and she is an adult. She's all grown up. But yeah, it was fun. We went to the mall yesterday, which I don't typically like doing because the mall's a little chaotic, but we went at a good time and she bought some books and we hung out for a good while. And she had her appointment because my daughter has braces and she's about ready to get them taken off. So we went to her appointment and we were there for like an hour, but they have free coffee, so I didn't mind. But yeah. Which place are like, do you mean coffee place or oh, for traveling? I just travel around Canada. I stay in Canada and we just take road trips and we drive out. I love being out in the country though and on the lake. We have a bay, like we have the Georgian Bay, and anywhere that surrounds the Georgian Bay is beautiful. Independent Chad! That was like on Dumb and Dumber. You remember when he put that in his friend's drink? Oh goodness, imagine he gets the job because they feel bad for him. They're like, gee, he must have really wanted this job. He came to work sick. That's wild. What are you about you, Amit? Where was your favorite place you traveled to? The Denny. Is that what you guys call the bathroom or the toilet, the Denny? I've never heard of that before. Imagine if there's cameras and they see like putting X like laxatives in his. No, don't do evil things. Just go in there and earn that job. You'll get it. Just do the job good. I believe in like what goes around comes around. Like how you treat people, you get treated. So don't do anything. Oh, where was your favorite place you traveled to? Like where was your favorite place you visited? I believe you live in India. Have you been to any other countries or traveled? No, you don't. Man, that's funny. Thank you for the 4 thumbs up, everyone. Why is your favorite place Antarctica? You plan to go? Why do you want to go there? Maybe this thing is supposed to be here. And I can move this. That's gonna fall. That's gonna fall. It's like one of those days where this light, and I was just thinking, this light has been so good to me because I got it at a really good deal, and now today it wants to fall like all the time. Hello, how are you? You never go to the beach? Why? You've never been or you don't like it? Good morning, Balvinder. How are you? You're doing good. I'm just fighting with a lamp over here because it wants to do all sorts of crazy things. You are not. Are you really going to Japan? I would love to go to Japan. Yeah, you're doing good, Balvinder? Are you really going to Japan? That's like the most exciting thing ever. How long will you be going there for? I have never been to Japan. I think it'd be so exciting though. Yeah, it's coffee time. You've been to, oh, okay. Brazil. I've never been to Brazil. You've been to Newfoundland? Right on, right on. Are you Canadian? Like, do you live in Canada or no? Newfoundland looks so, like, I see so many photos and it looks like really nice there. Like, when it comes to the East Coast, I like seen so many really nice photos of Newfoundland. Oh, you're from Indiana. So what brought you to Newfoundland? And did you understand when everyone was like the accent? Oh, I got you. The beach is too far away. One day you'll go. I don't know. Something with my lights is making me look like that weird mirror on Shrek that glows. Argentina Navy Station. Wait, where did it go? Okay. I love the Newfoundland accent. It's so, I just love it. I could listen to someone speak all day with it. It's not there anymore. I was gonna say, how long were you in Newfoundland for? And is that the only like province in Canada you've been to is Newfoundland? You're there for 2 weeks. Nice. What was your favorite memory or food? Like, what was your favorite part of that, the 2 weeks? Saskatchewan? Why Saskatchewan? Saskatchewan is nothing but prairies. What are they hunting in Saskatchewan? um, I feel like Ontario's hunting. No, you cannot hunt humans in Saskatchewan. How do you even know about Saskatchewan? like, um, I have friends in Saskatchewan. The ferry that took us over went on strike. It was amazing. Wait, you were on. It went on strike and you were there longer? What did you do? You were just like stranded in Newfoundland all of a sudden? Rangers don't catch. Sask- No, I'm not on Discord. I basically come on you. It's okay. You can say Washi or Amanda. I'll reply to both. I'm not on Discord. I'm basically only on YouTube. I do have an Instagram, but it's been giving me anxiety and I haven't been on it in a while. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know why Instagram gives me anxiety. It just does. I believe it. I believe it. That's how it should be. Cause I know that in the on the East Coast, it's kind of like known that their, I don't want to say mentality, but like their way of life or like maybe like their hospitality is similar to like where my family is in northern Ontario. It's kind of known to be very similar from what I hear from everyone. And yeah, I could see them like being friendly and helpful. That's wild though. You go on a ferry and it's like, hey, we're gonna strike now. You know what? Oh, Instagram is a lot of like everyone's just posting like picture perfect things and how they want you to see their life. So it's kind of gets like it gets hard being around it because you're always just like looking at people trying to have perfect lives. I don't know, and I probably have like 200 memes that got sent to me that I gotta like look through and stuff because I haven't been on in a long time. Basically, I started live streaming and then all of a sudden Instagram gave me anxiety. Meester, long time no see. I have a story for you. Good morning. Yes, that's how it goes, eh? Though, if somebody like treats you or shows you a certain kindness and you try to like repay that. Okay, so do you remember a couple weeks ago, few weeks ago, you said how, I think it was you, how somebody told you how to get out of work? What they would say? So I was at the mall with my daughter, my lovely daughter. And there, you know those sample people? Yeah. So you know those sample people who they like want to lure you in with compliments and like a little sample and then sell you like $300 worth of junk that you don't need for your face. So the lady was like really friendly and she's like, "Oh, here, you can have a sample." So I thought, okay, maybe she's just gonna like not give me the sales pitch. So I was like, okay, fine. And then she's like, actually, we were talking, she's like, so she's like, come inside. Then she's like, have a seat. So at this point, I knew I was not getting out of there anytime soon. And she was like, all the employees were there, and I was just sitting there. So I was thinking in my head, what excuse can I use? So the lady's like, oh, what kind of products do you use? And oh, you shouldn't use those. And she was going on, and I was just about to say, yeah, I'm so sorry. Thank you for your time, but we actually have to go. We have somewhere to be. I look over at my daughter out of nowhere in the middle of this bougie like store goes, I have to diarrhea really bad right now. And the lady looked at me not impressed. I looked at my daughter, I'm like, oh goodness, well we better get going. I'm like, um maybe it's the coffee you're drinking. And we left and we were like, I was like, we were laughing, but then when we were leaving the mall we had to walk by that store again. I was like, don't worry, just walk quick. She got nervous. I cannot believe, I look at her and she just straight face goes, I really have to diarrhea right now to get us out of there. And we get out of the store, she's like, Mom, I couldn't do it, I need it out. I'm like, you pulled a meester. Hey, Joseph, how are you? Oh, with the neighbor, they'd be talking. She'd be giving him like some like facial, and he'd be talking with her for like 20 minutes. I could not believe. I told her, I'm like, you pulled a meester, and then we were laughing so hard because she's never done that. I'm like, you couldn't have said anything else. She's like, I just needed to get out, and I knew you didn't want to be in there, Mom. I'm like, fair enough, fair enough. You really should. You really should because I don't know what made her do that, but she did. And I was just like, my first initial thing is I should be embarrassed, but my second thing was like, I wasn't. I was just so proud of her for getting me out of there. But I was like, out of all the excuses you could have gave, why that? And it's not like she's a little kid, she's a full grown adult. What? Did you get a new car? Or is it about your job? I'm all excited. I'm like clapping. And Joseph, how is Croaky and all the cats? Okay, let me know, let me know, let me know. I'm excited. Humble fella. Too bad we couldn't still do that. I guess with our cell phones. I don't know. It was just one of those expensive places. And I knew the way she was complimenting me. I knew she was just like gonna start hitting me with the sales pitch. Good morning, Davy. I hope you had a good evening. I think I slept more than 4 hours, so that's good. I'm doing good. Nice. Independent chat. I was dressed like I was poor. I dress like Adam Sandler when I go out. Hello, I go out at comfy. Like I go out like I dress in here. Like I don't dress up. Like okay, so you start your new hours Friday. So, Meester, does that mean you'll have a weekend off, or will you still have your midweek weekend that you have? And what car did you get? Honestly, like I dress like Adam Sandler. I always You're craving pasta? I've always liked Adam Sandler, but I like the way he dresses. He just goes out in his himself. I don't know how to respond to that. What kind of pasta? Mm, that's cute, Joseph. You want the same days off? You don't want the weekends off, Meester? And a 2017. Okay, nice. What color is it? Okay, goodbye, humble fellow. Fella, thank you for popping in. You have a good day, eh? Nice. Oh, independent Chad. I'm not a single mom, though. I'm married. But thank you for having my back. I appreciate that. I didn't know if I should take offense to that because, like, I don't, like, no one ever really says that. My chat is weird. No, my chat's awesome. Sometimes it gets weird, but for the most part, everyone here is awesome. And Italian food is the best, Davy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't want Saturday and Wednesday because then it's like you only get one day. Will they let you have Wednesday, Thursday? Davy! That's awesome, Meester. I'm so happy. That's exciting. I did a happy dance if you're wondering. I'm I'm already married. I am married. My husband just does not want to be on camera. Well, he's at work right now, but he does not want to be on camera. You work every day. Don't you ever get a break, Chad? Thank you. Oops, I almost knocked him. Every day doesn't sound very independent. Meester! Independent Chad, who is the one that's... Who's the... Is it the... One sec. Which one you want blocked? I'll just put them on timeout. Thank you, Meester. There you go. I don't know why people will just come on and be like, marry me. Like, it's independent enough by this. I'm just gonna not with this. This is a bit... I don't know. I don't know what to take offense to anymore and what isn't, because words don't mean the same thing. And like people watch from different areas, so I never know like how people might talk and how they mean things. Davey! I lose subscribers. Uh, Meester, you're not old. You are not old. But yeah, independent chat, if you're younger, then yeah, I could see working more often. But once you get old, we're like not old, we're just heading towards that like era of our lives. Because you're a few years older than me, I think, just a couple. So if you're old, I'm old. So it's supposed to be me, like Mister, with an accent. And it's just so fun to say Meester. But I'm really excited about Independent Chat is working on, well, not his evil scheming, but he is looking for a position at his job. You're Yeah, but I guess, and thank you for saying I'm pretty. But I don't know how people mean things. But when someone comes on here and calls me mommy, I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to block them because my daughter's like, mm-mm, that's not, no. Park your keys to me. Is that where it came from? What's Marge Simpson? Hello, hello, Tashiaka. Tash, you missed it. I told the diarrhea story. Meester is starting his new hours in a week and got a new car. Independent Chad is scheming evil plans to get a position at his job. And yeah, I think we're all caught up. I think I have a couple trivia questions. Oh! Yeah, someone was like, "Can you marry me or something?" Someone called me mommy. I don't know. It's been interesting. And Davy being Davy. I have some trivia questions. I can ask some. I'm not promising they're good. That's what I said. I'm like, I don't know why everyone's like comes on and be like, marry me. Davy's like, at least subscribe before you pop the question. Okay. Does anybody know what female mountain goats are referred to or referred as? Female mountain goats. Ladies. Not close. They're called nannies. Do you gals? Yeah, they're called nannies. Isn't that cute? Okay. What animal breathes through its butt? I debated if I should ask this question because I'm like, I don't know where that's gonna go. Billy and Nanny. Yeah, it is turtle. Isn't that wild? Probably better that way, Meester. No comment. Does anybody know what was the first vegetable ever to be grown in space? Ew. I don't think that's called breathing, though. Good guess. Tomatoes, they do grow tomatoes in space, but it wasn't tomato according to this site. Yeah, it was a potato. Yeah, a potato. I wonder why they decided to grow. Potato, yeah. It was potatoes, and then they did start a program where they do grow tomatoes in space because my daughter got to grow tomatoes in school once, and they were talking about how they grow them in space. Meester. Anyone know the movie The Jungle Book? And do they know what country does The Jungle Book take place in? Lorelai Gilmore. I wish. I like Lorelai. She's a babe. She's gorgeous. Yeah, India. It was India. I don't think I ever watched that movie. I just remember there's a song, The Bare Necessities or something. Something like that. Yeah, I never watched it. Yeah. Is it good? I thought it was just just a little kids movie. But when I was a kid, I never watched it. The non-animated one. Okay. You didn't like Disney cartoons? I didn't like a lot of them because of all the sadness they were like plagued with. Like, I liked Pixar when Pixar came out. I don't know. Like, I liked Pixar, but Disney was always like somebody was dramatically dying. I don't know why they had to put that in kids' movies. Speaking of Disney, does anyone know the first Disney princess? Daffy over Donald. I don't know how I feel about Donald Duck. I could never do his voice. When we were little, everyone would do his voice and could do it. I never could. It was Snow White, yeah. How do you guys know that? I couldn't do Donald's voice, and I could also not make the farting noise with my armpit, and my mom and brother could, and I would be like, "How are you doing that?" And they would try and explain it, but I just never learned. I wanted to learn so bad because I thought it was the coolest party trick. In Star Wars, who built C-3PO? This one always confuses me because who. I forget who's who because. Uh huh. It was Anakin Skywalker. So would that be like Luke's dad then? Or is that Luke? No, Anakin Skywalker. Would that be who the heck is Anakin Skywalker again? Is his dad? No, because his dad's Darth Vader. So is Darth Vader's name Anakin Skywalker? I like Chewie. Oh, you guys know all this stuff. Star Wars confuses me. They started at the end, they went backwards, and then they give a backstory, and then all of a sudden Jar Jar Binks shows up. When Jar Jar Binks showed up, I was done. I was like, no, they ran out of good ideas when Jar Jar Binks was there. He annoyed my soul. I, oh, he turned into Darth Vader, and Obi-Wan. I know. You think Jar Jar's cute? You're the first person who said Jar Jar's cute. Yeah, I knew Luke, I am your father, but then I didn't know his name was Anakin. Jar Jar? No. The only scene I'd like to see Jar Jar Binks in is if, like, Yoda took him down. I use whatever is on sale. But thank you. Hans is cool. He's such a baddie. He's a baddie, but he's a good guy. I like Hans and Chewie because they have a fun relationship. Like, they're just, I don't know, they're funny. Okay, leaving the movie scene. What other questions do I have? Um, what do you call a group of porcupines? She puts the lotion on the skin before she gets. What? You think TikTok has more live viewers? They're called Prickle. You're a couple letters off, Meester. I don't have TikTok. I don't think I want TikTok. I don't even know what TikTok is. I think people just go and make short videos or sell makeup on it or something. I don't know. Sure, it was the autocorrect. Sure. Okay, what country has the largest population of tigers? I should probably fact check some of these. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you guys knew that. It's India. I know they have the Bengal tigers in India. I don't know what other tigers they have. I don't know, it just said largest population. You're from India? Have you ever seen a tiger? Pet tigers? Who has pet tigers beside that weird little guy down in America who, I don't know if this old lady fed him to a tiger or something like that. Not Joe Dirt, Joe Tiger or something. I don't know. Some dude. You've seen lions? From how far away? I seen them, but I was on a bus at African Lion Safari. Well, that's a odd. That's an odd pickup line. Like, hey ladies, you like my. Like my baby tigers. I feel like that's something Beavis and Butthead would do. They would like show up with like kittens. I would. I would want to meet one and I would boop its nose. Or get eaten, but at least it'd be a really cool story because he'd be like, hey, does anyone ever remember that girl Washi Coffee? What happened to her? She got eaten by a tiger after she booped its nose like an idiot. I pet a giraffe. Ooh, was it smooth or velvety? You ever see how a giraffe is? Davey, that only works on YouTube live streams apparently, Davey. Me? I'm not. I promise I'm not on the toilet. I'm in the corner of my kitchen. I promise I'm not live streaming from the toilet. Yeah, no. To the left of me is some brooms, and to the right of me is our little grow tent for our summer garden. Yeah, it's these curtains. It's just the circly curtains. They block out the sun, so oh, I once woke up a rhino and it's searching and I realized it's a penachad. What? Davey, I know, right? I know. I don't know. I don't know. Then there's that one guy who it keeps saying something about um he kept saying something about like wanting a visa or like he wanted a visa, but I was like, "Okay. Bye. Thank you for showing up. You have a good one." I should probably fact check some of these because I don't know. It says, what president was a licensed bartender? Ooh, thank you for the 9 thumbs up, everyone. No idea. I didn't have an idea either. Yeah. Yeah. That was my guess, but no. Um, I don't know if he was known as an honest bartender, but he was known as honest. Ah! It's Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln. New York Congress. Oh, goodness. That's what it said. It said it was him, so I believed it. I should probably fact check it, but it seemed like a legit site. Seemed like a legit site. Maybe that's how he got his nickname. Maybe he was honest with his drinks. Wasn't like those places where the first one they make you is really strong and then the second one there's nothing in it and it's like Davey, me too. The thing is, I think we like I know about stuff that I'm interested in, and like unless it's like I go down a rabbit hole of Wikipedia or I Google something, like unless it's something that like I find interesting, like animals or stuff, like, I don't usually retain a lot of it. But then I have a really good memory for other stuff, so I don't know. I feel like if it was, I can't even say that. I'd say I'd be good at not movie, music trivia, but the type of, I forgot what I was saying. I like the did you know stuff. I have a game like that. I'll look for more. Hello. What is about the World Wars history you like? For me, like learning it in school, I never could remember it all because there was all the different. Oh, okay. Bye, Davy. You have a good one. Mm. Oh, is that what he was saying was to Davy? No. I was like, why did someone say AA and then delete it? You have a good one, Davy. It's fascinating. I kind of find how it's fascinating how one leader can tell somebody to do something and people do it. Like, I wouldn't say I'm a rebel, but if somebody told me to, like, go and destroy someone's family or murder someone, I wouldn't. I'd be like, no, no, no at hotmail.com. I'm not doing it. How strong was the drink? You almost got in trouble. Mm, you made wine. It is because my dad taught me that, Meester. It was my dad who was like, "Oh, they're cousins, like they're related." I was like, "What? What?" That's why, like, when it comes to like political stuff, I never get involved because like politics will just be like politicians or like leaders will just, I don't know, telling people to do stuff and like it goes against like I don't understand how like wars even happen. Like you got some guy being like, "Hey, yeah, let's just go and destroy these people." It's like, "What? What? No." A Canadian show, Pitter Patter Get At Her. I know, and like people will always say like, "Oh yeah, like these brave men and stuff," and I'm thinking, well, what about all the families? Like, oh, what about all the like civilians who didn't have a chance, who were just trying to survive? Like, you know what I mean? I find it interesting to like learn like what were they thinking and what were they doing, but I get confused by a lot of it because in school it'd always be like, what was the battle of? And I'd forget which battle was which. I'm like, which one was that? It is an old expression. Does anyone know the breed of cat that does not have fur? Yeah, Sphinx. Yeah, a lot of times it's It's because, like, I don't know. A chihuahua isn't a hairless cat. Oh, my foot's asleep and it's pins and needles so bad right now. I just moved it. Oops, I gotta turn that down. Joseph spelt it right too. That's funny because I did not know how to spell it either. I spelt it like how the guys did. They're not cats. Far too. Okay, the thing with them is the ones that are wrinkly look like little like alien cats, like Yoda and a cat had a baby. But the ones that are smooth, like Binkus online, is it Bingus online? He's so smooth. He's not disgusting. He's not horrible to look at. But I don't think I would want one. What? Okay. You like the little wrinkly ones? It's funny because like I love bulldogs and I love like their little wrinkly crinkly faces, but like when it comes to the cat, I'm like, where's your fur? Like put your clothes on. My daughter knows someone who has one and he's cute though. He's cute. Anybody know what country uses approximately 4 billion miles of toilet paper each year? So what country uses 4 billion miles of TP each year? How do they even know that? Like, did they figure out that it wasn't? Yeah, it was China. How did they know? Did they just go by like inventory and be like, okay, if we unroll it, each roll approximately goes this far? Like, how do they come up with this stuff? Hello. Oh, hello. I think you were here earlier. How are you? Now, I guess a mile of toilet paper a year. I don't know. You gotta get going. Okay, bye. Don't work too hard, eh? I'm gonna be going in a few minutes as well. You have a good one. So this one, do you know what single product is the most made in the world? Is it toilet paper? Uh-oh, why are you suffering a lot? Ketchup packets? You know what's funny? Because my next question was which popular condiment was sold as medicinal cure for diarrhea? And it was ketchup. The thing I don't understand is ketchup's like all sugar, so why were they using it medicinally? Not tomorrow, but I'll be on the next day. I'll be on Friday. Who didn't know when they were teenagers in 1989? I don't know. I remember they. I think you eat it, but I remember Jason, they had the little paper cups. They always had like the paper cups, but I'm trying to remember if I remember getting them from McDonald's. I know other places will just throw them in the bag or give you them, but I remember McDonald's had the like that pump thing with the cups. Maybe we didn't read the bottle and the ketchup. I don't. What sound does a pig make? They make a oinking sound. What did they use rhubarb for? Anyone ever have rhubarb jam or jelly? I've made it before and it's actually really good. To prevent constipation. I wonder what's in the rhubarb. For real? Now I'm gonna like tell all my friends. Wait, do you mean they were eating it? I don't know. But rhubarb jam is good. I grew up eating rhubarb from my grandma's garden. But she had nice rhubarb plants. She had ones that were like the really strawberry red and like the stalks were like skinnier so they weren't as like tart. Ginger's good for stomach ache. Peppermint's good for stomach ache. Ginger's good too if you're sick and you like need to like it's like a decongestion almost kind of helps with that. I think I only have two more questions. What produces the majority of the breathable air on Earth? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know this one. Or I did and I forgot. Either way. In the oceans, yeah. They just said the oceans, but I think it is the algae. Is it the algae in the oceans? Yeah, how'd you guys know that? I think I forgot. That's so wild to me. Like, how is the algae doing that? That's so cool, though. And, yeah, it's always watching. I used to read this story to my daughter all the time when she'd go to bed when she was little. I used to read to her like every night. She loved reading, so she'd get like a stack of books. Like, I'd be reading to her for at least an hour. And but we'd always read the Monster Inc. book, and I always had to do the voice, the one line, "I'm watching you." And she'd be like, "One more time, one more time, one more time." And I'd always have to like do that one line. So when she seen the shirt, she got it for me because she's like, "Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So it's the photosynthesis with the algae. Gotcha." And does anyone know the first American Idol winner? No. 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 It was Kelly Clarkson. No, because I can do the voice really good, but I can't do it if anyone looks at me. My family is always like, you could be a really good voice actor because, like, I do a lot of, like, voices and stuff, but no, I ain't doing it. I ain't. There's no way. There's no way. I've done that so many times for her, and like I'd always be reading, and then that book would always get put in the pile. I'd be like, "Go pick a couple books." I'm not doing it. I can't. I can't. I can't perform under pressure. I can't. I also like, do you guys talk for like, pretend to talk for your animals? Like, I know people do it, not everyone does it, but like, I'll always like make a cat voice for my cats and like say something that I think they would say. And someone's like, you should really be a voice actor with your voice. And I'm like, well, find me a job to do it and I will. Especially if I could stay at home and just like voice stuff. Yeah, I could do that. But I don't know how to go about it and I don't know anyone in the industry, so I'll just keep my all my like voices and antics over here that I do. What are you doing? Mm. Your chocolate lab, he the one, was it you who said you had a chocolate lab and he was like a scaredy, like he was a big, like he was a fraidy cat? I always wanted a chocolate lab. I thought it'd be the best hunting dog. Aww. I don't know. It's probably just because we're all neurodivergent in my house. Like, everyone here either has autism or ADHD. So we're always like breaking out and doing like funny voices or stuff like that. Do you have any animals now, Meester? I don't remember if you said if you have any. No? Any plans? I guess it's hard because of like your job and stuff. It'd be hard, especially when you're on nights. Honestly, like, they're a lot of work. Really? Here I can't have dogs, so, but she said, yeah, I'm autistic. I have autism and I have ADHD. I don't know why they put that comment for review, but yeah, I am. Yeah. I think a lot of times they don't want dogs because dogs do damage and sometimes they like bite and bark and stuff. Like where I am, there's a lot of places that are like no dogs. I was like, what about cats? She's like, yeah, that's okay. It's just she's had like damage done in some of her properties, I think, by dogs, so she just has a no dog rule. But I'm autistic, but I used to be normal. I have ADHD and schizophrenia. Do you? That would be hard ones to manage. Also, OCD. Mm. Was it hard for you then when like lockdown happened? And like, or did lockdown happen over the way they did? Because over here, lockdown happened for the pandemic, and I know a lot of people had a hard time with it because they weren't able to get out. We just like started new hobbies and kept busy, but I know a lot of people struggled. And that it has a good backyard, right? You need a dog running around there. I ate something poisonous as a kid and it mutated my DNA. Did it turn you into like a superhero? Do you glow in the dark at night or something? What did you eat that was poisonous? My parents have a dog who eats tissues. Like the one time I went to wash my hands and I go in their bathroom and I look down and I see like part of a roll of toilet paper is eaten and then a dog toy's beside it. And I'm like, what are you doing? So he was helping himself to toilet paper and then putting his toy there. Like, I don't know if that was payment or what. Same independent chat. I really liked it because people had to social distance. I don't like when people crowd me. Um, I feel like that, Meester, like that's a common, like for me, I was diagnosed with that, and it's because I have autism and ADHD. And so, like, they weren't picking up. Like, as soon as you're a woman, like, I find, like, for me, as soon as you're a woman and you go in and you try and say anything about your mood, like, they're very quick to be like, oh, yeah, bipolar. And I'm like, okay. And then I did research on it and I'm like, I don't have these symptoms. Like, these aren't my symptoms. This isn't what's happening. So then I started like looking into it more and I'm like, oh, it's ADHD symptoms. I'm like, how can they not figure that one out? And that's good you got clean, Miss Meester. Really? Independent chat, that is so random. Why do you think you need a colonoscopy? Eat rhubarb? How long has it been for you then, Meester, that you've been clean for? What? I don't think you need a colonoscopy. I think you just need a. I think you just. Oh, is it? Oh, is it the OCD? Like, is it a germ thing or what is going on over there? Get a bidet. I love the helpful solutions. I love the randomness. Oh, but you know what? I hear like that is like kind of part of that journey and process is there is going to be relapses, especially at the beginning. Like I heard a lot of people say like don't get down on yourself because the relapse, especially like at the beginning, is it's going to happen. But I could see how like the pandemic was hard. It was, I think for me, it was like the hardest part about the pandemic wasn't the lockdown and wasn't the restrictions. It was trying to keep my family safe because I kept having this like overwhelming feeling that if I don't go out and say, I don't know, like I was always wearing my mask, always being ultra careful because I have family members, one who's terminally ill and one who just has a suppressed immune system. So the hard part of that was I was so terrified of getting them sick because like people were dying, like especially at the beginning of the pandemic, people were getting COVID and dying. So like I was like so worried, like I didn't want to get anyone sick. So like I almost just didn't want to be around even my like family who didn't live in my house because I was always so stressed thinking like if I get them sick and I didn't know it, I'd feel guilty. So that part took a toll on my mind. I had to kind of like took a little while and then I felt better about it. And online, you were doing meetings in backyard during the time and online. Yeah. Then Zoom came around. Zoom came around and was like, "Hey, you guys can socialize on here," and we're like, "Okay, cool." I could see that. That's the thing. I could totally see that there's all the what ifs, and I think it's all the what ifs that it's like almost feels like the straw that broke the camel's back. All the what ifs seem just like another thing piling up. But now you know and you've been through that and you're stronger, so you'll know if you start feeling that way again what it is. I think a lot of people are feeling it because things are crazy right now. Things are really crazy right now. That's why another reason I come on here and I try and live stream and I try and have no drama is because I'm like, I think sometimes people just need somewhere to go to just hang out or not to be distracted by it. Um, that's why I try not to like ever bring anything like dramatic or like, some people come online and they vent. Maybe they have no one to vent to, but for me, I'm kind of like, I don't want to do that to someone. I don't want to like put that on someone. I want to be the opposite. I want to be the place someone can go and then just like be like, oh, that was fun, or hey, that was nice, or something. Yeah, Mister, don't wear the news. Don't watch the news. Just don't. You don't need to. If something important's happening, someone will tell you. Because the news is kind of designed. Like if you look into like who owns the news stations and their agendas, there's a lot of stuff, like not to sound like paranoid or something, it's fact that like you look who owns the news station and they have their own like mindset or propaganda or agenda that or their viewpoint, we'll call it. And it can get you thinking a lot of things. Independent child, no, because I don't want to be. I want to be like I don't want to be like that. I just want to be somewhere like that people can go if they want it to to talk or just a distraction. Because I watch YouTube as a distraction because I don't watch cable TV to prevent it from happening again. He got involved. Dionysus blinded him with the divine power. Oh my goodness. Exactly, Meester. That's why I don't. It doesn't matter. They're miserable no matter what side they're on. I have an uncle who like is always like robble, 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 and we're like chill, just chill with it. That's why I don't have Facebook because like I'd see posts all the time and it was like all this political stuff and I'm like, you know what? I don't need that. No, I talk to strangers from Canada and things are going. I don't even know. There's so much talk about like the tariffs and stuff and I'm sitting here like I know parts of it, but I'm like let's just wait and see what happens. Like I know it sounds like chaotic, but let's just wait and see how it gets sorted out. Because things change quick. And I feel like if we get involved in it and we worry about it, then it changes and it's on to the next thing. And we spend all that time worrying. And that's not good. But I think I'm going to pop off here because I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. I'm glad you popped on so I got to tell you the Meester story that my daughter pulled in a bougie skincare place. But thank you everyone for coming back and thank you for the 9 thumbs up. Hope everyone has a good rest of their day or evening. And we'll see you, I guess I'll be on Friday morning. I'll try and find some fun questions, but I keep running out of games or ideas, so I'll look for something maybe a little bit different. I will do. Okay, bye. Much love, everyone. Take care.